Beltway journalists seem finally to have found a torture story they like. Mind you, not the one about the Bush-Cheney White House okaying waterboarding, possibly to extract information to justify an attack on Iraq. Not that story. The story the Beltway Bulldogs seem to have decided to get stuck into is a story about Democrats. Let's recap. Prosecutions of members of the Bush-Cheney administration became a real possibility last month. As part of an ongoing court case, the Department of Justice released memos detailing techniques that were okay to use on terrorism suspects. CIA interrogators were given legal authorization to use water torture, to slam an alleged high-value detainee's head against a wall, to place insects inside a confinement box to induce fear, and to force detainees to remain awake for 11 consecutive days. All that, according to a memo signed by the former head of the Justice Department's Office of Legal Counsel, Jay Bybee, now a federal judge. Subsequent commentary by an FBI interrogator who interrogated one of the same suspects by traditional non-torture methods suggests that even knowing, as most interrogators did, that torture produces untrustworthy evidence, because torture victims make things up simply to make the torture stop. Even knowing that, officials at the highest level in the Bush-Cheney administration okayed torture. Was it because they specifically needed intelligence linking al-Qaeda with Saddam Hussein and thereby justifying an attack on Iraq? Crazy? Maybe, but we'll never know that, because instead the headline story in the media has become Nancy Pelosi is a hypocrite. Well, Pelosi a hypocrite versus Cheney okayed torture for political reasons? It seems easy to say which is the hotter stuff. But David Gregory of Meet the Press was all over the Pelosi story Sunday, as was Fox News Channel, of course. Why didn't the House Speaker push back harder? And when did she actually know about the techniques? Was she right or wrong to hold a press conference blaming the CIA? They're not terrible questions, but they're hardly the critical questions. This is not where the White House wants the policy discussion to be, said Gregory. Too right. But on this question, it's not our habit to discourage scrutiny of the White House. But on this question, torture for war or a political misstep, it's not just the White House that wants a different conversation. It's America. We need accountability and even prosecutions, possibly, for torture if we don't want it to happen again. And we need a media that grasps, not avoids, the serious stuff. Thanks.